This week on Culture Smash.
Jim! She's so outrageous.
Now I have a reason to smell farts.
And Star Wars is gay.
Wasn't it always? I should have had the camera up for that one.
Star Wars is no longer, or Culture Smash is no longer presenting.
I just realized something last night.
What?
This may just be me. So, Luke was on Tatooine, a desert planet. He was a farmer. What was he farming?
Moisture.
Okay.
I
just
again.
kind of
Just like that.
What were
I guess.
Well, we already broke it. Alright, here we go.
I didn't do it.
Stop playing. Here we go. So, Culture Smash Cast, episode 352 from March 11th, 2015. I'm Stephen Mackey, editor of CultureSmash.tv. To the left of me.
Returning, Alan Smith.
Welcome back.
Yeah, I had to take the place of 3 people tonight. So.
Yeah, well. Yeah.
And hey, if you're gonna replace 3 people, I can talk enough for 4, so it's all right. You know.
I love only 2 people.
We simply replaced
No.
their egos.
We replaced Nico, Mike, and Dwayne.
Oh my goodness.
Yeah,
it's true.
With me.
It is so weird.
All of them are gone?
All of them are gone. Do you see any of them sitting here?
Well, I forgot. I just see you kind of
I can understand if you forget about Nico. I can understand if you forget
That was
about
the one I
Zach,
forgot
even if
about.
he's sitting right here. But it's, Mike, come on.
Well, actually, Mike is the easiest to forget about because he can go for a long span of time without saying anything.
Yeah, but
Yeah.
you know what? We do have empty chair.
But this
That's
So
true. We
that is
always
actually
have
return.
empty
It is
chairs.
my triumphant return as well as return to
you can't forget about Mike. He'll be like that.
Well, that's true.
Mike's shifty, man. You have to watch him.
Yeah, that's true. I'm
And just anyway, yeah, Alan Smith, I'm back. And just for the record, that stupid dress is Periwinkle in gold, okay?
Is it? It
It's
is
Periwinkle.
not.
It is Periwinkle. It is blue.
not.
It is that light
black
blue. It's
and
not
blue.
freaking black.
Like David said it better.
You do know that the actual dress on Amazon, although like I with the light tricks and everything, the actual dress on Amazon is black and blue. Sorry.
Yeah, because there's a second picture
I
of
saw
her
it
wearing
blue,
it, and
and
she's wearing it
I know
It's
it's that
actually
light Periwinkle blue,
You know,
but it's like,
the dress can be any damn color you want
Yeah,
it
I
to be
know.
because you can change the filter, put a nice light on it, or whatever. So let's move
I know.
past the dress.
Exactly.
black and blue. Black
Thanks.
and blue.
I don't see the black. I never did. It's always
Sorry
like
about
gold.
you.
It's
I don't-
gold. So
I desperately wanted to see the gold. I'm like, how was it?
I saw it
Nice.
immediately.
Yeah.
Immediately, those are
It's
the colors I saw.
It's kind of like blue balls, kind of like that.
Zach Martin, contributor to CultureSmash.tv, and it's white and gold. I've yet to see it as black.
There's
Your
no
balls
white.
are white and gold.
There's no freaking white.
It's an off-white, but I still
It's not.
Even whenever they would put the other pictures up next to it of like, they did this, they did this, I was still seeing gold. I never saw black.
Technically, it's
Oh.
eggshell and gold. Let's
Alright,
get it right,
whatever.
people.
And technically, it's not. It's black and blue.
Tilly, it's Periwinkle. There's no
I-
two ways about it.
I just.
I'm so over this conversation. I had somebody at the restaurant that I work at.
Hey,
There
here's
was
the
a
deal.
whole entire table that asked me, and we all freaked out at the restaurant for one night, and then we came back and we said, "Eff it,
Here's-
this is so dumb."
Here's what happened. I was off Facebook for like an entire day. And I come back, and my entire feed is filled
with the
with
dress.
that crap.
Exactly.
Well,
And I was like, and I missed it all. I missed it all the day earlier. Whenever it was, it was like but it was all there. The next, I was like,
It's
you gotta
more
be
like
kidding me.
F you, ISIS.
I know,
F you,
it's-
Hillary
Well-
Clinton, government emails. Let's talk about it.
This
I
is
know,
what happened with.
exactly.
I was trying to catch up my innocently trying to catch up my trivia crap games, and I get a random text from Catherine. It says, "What color is this dress?" I'm like, "Why is she asking me? This doesn't look like a dress that Catherine would wear. Maybe she would." And then I text you back, black and
Black and blue.
Yeah.
And I said, I knew it. I was like, the weird thing
I
is
saw
that
you post a couple of times on people's stuff. No, it's black and gold.
half
Like,
my
it's
family
not
saw
black.
white and
It is
gold.
not black.
Half the restaurant saw white and gold. It was the weirdest thing ever. But
Anyway,
that conversation is done.
yeah,
It's-
That is
we're so
old
topical
news.
right now. So
We
it's
totally are.
It's
But has anybody seen Bette Midler singing Kim Kardashian's tweets?
No.
And one of them is talking about the dress. It's, What color is this dress? I see black and blue, but behind me sees white and gold. Who is colorblind?
Oh
my God.
The best
The
ever.
only thing I want to know is, was it better than her performance at the Oscars last year? Was she?
It was funnier because, well, the last week that
I'm
she
sorry,
sang
she was bad. I've missed 2 Oscar picks here,
Yeah.
so I'm like,
I love Bette Midler.
I do too, but she was bad. She
No,
couldn't hit
stop.
the notes. She was talking stuff the high notes. So don't even. So
Oh.
go
Okay.
back and watch it. She can't hit the high notes
Catherine
anymore.
looks
And
insulted.
she was talking them. She was not singing it.
Okay, Catherine
Killing
Holder
in my
contributor
eyes.
to
I love that
CultureSmash.tv.
movie. Okay, I love
Who
that.
are
Nice.
you, my dear friend?
My name is Nathan Savino, and I'm quarter contributor to CultureSmash.tv.
She's so
And this is
Steven got a kitty.
and that was a kitty that just scratched my crotch.
And her name is Kaylee.
And that right there is why Nathan doesn't mess with pussy.
That and multiple reasons.
I missed you guys.
We missed you too.
10 out of 10.
And we've already lost our explicit.
Show
I'm getting our
time.
explicit tags.
Oh, we lost that when you told Jack to fuck off about
Well,
the
you know.
lame
Yeah,
Star Wars
exactly.
reference.
I haven't been around a year. I got a lot of fuck offs to get
Gotta
out.
get
You
them out of
know?
your system now. Yeah.
Oh, gosh.
Yeah. So I got a kitty and Catherine named her. So there you go.
There you go.
I helped name
Catherine
her. I
helped name
made a
your pussy.
suggestion, you took it.
Because it's awesome.
That's not going to get old. I'm sorry.
Well, you know what? The next time someone at your office lets out a silent but deadly emission, maybe you should thank them.
Transition King.
Didn't South Park already talk?
Bam! You've been segued.
A new study at the University of Exeter in England suggests that exposure to hydrogen sulfide, aka what your body produces as bacteria, breaks down food, causing gas, can prevent mitochondria damage. Yet, the implication is what you're thinking. People are taking the research to mean that smelling farts could prevent disease and even cancer. The study published in the Medicinal Chemistry Communications Journal found that hydrogen sulfide gas in rotten eggs and flatulence could be a key factor in treating diseases.
And
while hydrogen sulfide gas is harmful in
he's
large
keeping me on the
doses,
edge of my seat here.
the study suggests that a whiff here and there has the power to reduce risk of cancer, strokes, heart attacks, arthritis, and dementia by preserving mitochondria.
That's right, ladies and gentlemen.
I'm
This
big boy.
snake oil can
Exactly.
cure most any disease.
Hey. My brother and best friend right here is helping keep me healthy. I
All
will never
the
get
time.
cancer because I hang around with this one. Yes,
Well-
the implications are real.
Not here, but I have Mike for that as well. So I guess we're all the.
Last night, the show, there was like this very silent and dramatic part of the show, and then all of a sudden next to me, the woman, I hear,
You know what? I'm gonna make a shirt that says "Release the flats," and flats
Okay.
stands for flatulence.
I'll tell you guys my embarrassing fart story. Then it just happened to me the other day. So you get in your 40s, stuff slips out once in a while when you're not prepared for it.
Yeah.
and you're in your 20s.
Yeah.
You're in your 20s,
So-
stuff slips out.
I came out of my office and I saw the bus coming, so I took off running for it. And I crossed the street and I was running, and the bus stop that's right there is also a parking ride, so people wait for pickups there too. Well, the bus had already passed it, so I crossed the street and I run across, and just as I'm running past the bus stop, there's a huge black lady sitting there, and just came out and she went, "What the hell?" She stood up and got ghetto. I started laughing. I kept.
But you know what? I have a funny story. Just 3 days ago on a plane,
Oh,
I was
that's
going
even
to the
worse.
aisles,
That's even worse.
And
In a closed area. it's
Usually I squat down to open the door, so this time I bent over and opened the door, and as soon as I bent over, I went. But the people that were right there in the aisles were my ass was in their faces. I had headphones in so they didn't hear it, but as soon as I stood up and walked past, I smelt it. And I was looking around at the passengers like this, who did it?
Hey, if that happens again, you can just tell them you're saving their lives.
You know what?
Oh,
Exactly. You're
just-
helping prevent cancer.
But
This one is so gassy.
but seriously, wasn't this a topic on South Park one time?
I'll have to remember.
Well, okay, the thing on South Park
I'll have
that
to remember
freaks
to
me
tell my
out.
wife about this.
This was the thing that got Mike to stop passing gas around me so much, was the South Park episode. Because there was something in there where they said if you pass gas, if somebody has passed gas and you smell it, then that means you are actually taking in little microbial bits of flat.
Exactly. It was like the live action animation crossover episode.
Well, that's what they say. Like, when you go into a public restroom and you smell something really bad, that there's actual pieces of matter.
And Michael's like, well, that's disgusting.
Well, that's what they tell you that when you flush the toilet, you should put the lid down because it's matter up in the air.
Oh,
and not to have your toothbrush within 2 feet of the toilet because it get on the toothbrush.
Yeah, or at least have it in a box.
Yeah, something.
Yeah,
I know.
Yeah, it's pretty disgusting.
But now, we got all the bathroom right here.
But now we're curing cancer. All right.
There you go.
Well, speaking of crappy stuff, let's talk about the box office.
Yeah, Nathan is pissed, but he's...
Did you go see Trappy?
Yeah.
All right, we'll get to that in a second.
I did. We'll get to that.
So yeah,
I heard nothing good about that movie.
I was trying to get the stupid box office numbers together, and I had left myself time to do it, and then I printed last week's script. So I had to redo the
that's
entire
what's on the
script.
other side.
Yeah, that's what's on the other side of the page. Yeah.
You're gonna say, why the hell's Nico on here? That's
exactly. All right, so here's the top 10 from last week. Number 10 was Unfinished Business.
Yep, that's all.
4.7 million, 35 million box office on that. I have no clue what that is.
It's a Vince Vaughn party corporate. We're going.
Oh yeah, don't they go to China or something? Something like that.
I literally don't.
You don't have to have a bad attitude about it. That's not nice.
It's number 10. It's bombing. It almost has the same amount of budget as Chappie. A film that is.
You guys want to share with the group?
We're just talking about the box office.
We're talking about the next movie up, so maybe we should talk about that.
Let's go and talk about that.
Number 9. All right, so this is The Duck. It made 4.7 million. Also, 26
I'll let
million
you guys
made
go
so
first
far.
before I say anything.
You know,
this was
it looks like Easy A.
the fact that
Easy A was
Easy A was
entertaining.
really
It was entertaining, but it really
the
was.
fact that they made the movie on 8.5 million and made 26 million, that's pretty good.
That's
Yeah,
like
exactly.
that's the horror movie formula. We make it super cheap and make a 10 million.
Here's the problem I have with the Duff though is the actual Duff stands for designated ugly fat friend. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Well, the girl that
I
is
know.
playing the Duff is not ugly. She's not fat. It's like.
But compared to the other people around her, that's what she was considered.
No,
Yeah.
and you know what they did? They dyed her hair a dark color. They put overalls on her and long sleeves, and that's what made. Because the thing is, it's the girl that played Roxy in Scott Pilgrim vs. World.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, it's her.
Hold on.
Okay,
She ain't ugly.
she's the
But-
Duff.
No,
Okay, it's
After
like.
the story and all the other people around, she was the non-good looking or the not.
Is she ugly? Is she fat?
But she's
That's
not.
the whole.
But if
I
you
know,
look at
and that's the
society,
whole like.
But you look at society like magazines, and they consider like Katie's size to be a plus size model.
I know.
So I mean, you can look at it that side. Yeah.
Well, it's just like okay.
It's true
You
though.
go back.
I'm technically a plus size model.
That's what killed it. There was a big deal about that with the Sports Illustrated. They're like, oh, they had the first plus size model. I'm like, she looks like a normal woman.
Yes, she was.
Like that's
to
and
me,
she looked
she was
great.
just-
She looked better than most of the rest.
I was
of
about to
them.
say, she's hotter than all the rest of
Basically,
I know
them.
that one was that got me interested because she was shaking. I was like, word.
Just saying.
But it's just like it's just like that stupid Bridget Jones' Diary, those movies of like they made a big deal like Renee Zellweger put on all this weight. Blah blah. It's like she looks like a normal human being in those movies.
Yeah, she looked
that's she was kind of awful.
Well,
anyway,
she
so
looked
it's
like Kesha because she was a muffin top. She had all that
But
hair weight up here, and
she-
her legs were still
I know.
tiny.
Yeah, but at least her face wasn't sucked in like she just bit a lemon.
Very
Yeah, it was.
But
Yeah,
here's
it was.
the deal.
It wasn't as
always-
bad. It
Here's
wasn't
the
as
deal,
bad
too.
though. 'Cause she
I
was
haven't
like-
seen the movie, but I would hope that they would kind of make fun of it because, okay, like in She's All That, what they did was they put her in overalls and
And
glasses
glasses.
and put her hair up in a
I
ponytail.
know.
And I have a
And
feeling
it's
in
a
this
trope.
movie,
It's a complete
it's a
trope.
trope.
It's
What
and
was
that's part of
ridiculous.
what they're making fun of, and I have a feeling that there might be like a little bit of a makeover story in there. So they had to make somebody who could actually be made into somebody.
The point
fun.
is, though, there are plenty of thicker, less attractive, amazing actresses.
Rumor Willis is amazing, and
Well,
I love
yeah.
her, and you suck if you don't like her.
She is not
Who
attractive.
is she?
She's
Bruce
from.
Willis's daughter.
Oh no,
Oh.
yeah, she's
Oh, wait, I
Rebel
didn't
Willis.
mean Rumor Willis. I meant Rebel Wilson.
Rebel
Oh,
Wilson.
yeah.
Rebel
Yeah.
Wilson.
Yeah.
That's a whole-
I love
But
Rebel
you
Wilson.
can't turn her into pretty, exactly. But that's the whole charm of her. I have a
You
feeling
know-
there's a makeover story in here,
Probably.
and that's the reason why they did that, so that way she could eventually become that.
See,
I
When they
remember-
say
I would
bad
like that
things, you
movie.
mean my kind of bad.
I would like this movie better is if it instead of ended with the makeover story, which you're probably right is how it ends.
Which is dumb.
Is if
I mean,
it
it's
ended
like-
like if it
Well,
ended
let's
like
find out.
wait. If it ended like Carrie instead, that would
No.
be such a better
It's,
movie.
I can already tell you it's
The
not
comedy,
gonna be like a
carry the comedy is what it should be. You know, it's like
Exactly.
a social acceptance of there's really not a death here. It's good. It's not gonna be a makeover. It's gonna be like
well, it's
real
in the
people
it's in the
are.
trailer where she says like everybody's somebody else's stuff.
Boy,
You know, so I
what?
mean that's the
You know
whole.
what?
You know,
Y'all about
You can
perception.
really
Exactly.
tell. You can really tell on this episode we have like a gay guy and a semi-gay guy who has a wife.
fuck off.
Because we
They
never.
wear dresses when you perform.
It's periwinkle.
It is Carrie Winkle.
Oh my goodness.
As my friend Robin would
Speaking
say.
of gay and semi-gay, what's the next movie?
The Lazarus Effect.
It made $5 million. It's made 17.3 so far on a 3.3 million budget. Speaking of horror movies, that's the horror movie formula, and this is a PG.
And
horror
actually, I
movie.
do want to kind of see it just because of the girl. who
Well,
plays.
I have this whole philosophy about horror movies. Even if it's bad, if it's an R-rated horror movie, I want to put my money toward it because we don't
You
get
want
them.
more of them.
that much.
Exactly.
Yeah, and this is another PG-13.
Well, it's rated PG,
It's crap.
so you can get the high school, middle schoolers.
Because
And obviously they're coming out in droves.
Biomechanical
Yeah,
science.
they're coming out in droves for this.
Actually, they are probably. You don't know what kids nowadays.
It's true. They might.
They want to see the party movie on the island, and oh my gosh, it's a giant slasher, right?
Right.
Oh.
You're not making any sense.
Not at all.
Just like our
Basically-
next movie.
I've heard nothing good
It's
about
true.
this movie.
So number 7 is McFarland USA. It made $5.2 million over the weekend. That one's made $29 million so far. We don't know the budget. Boy, this is a sucky time for movies.
It really is, isn't it?
There's
nothing
nothing
in
good. Nothing.
You know,
This is the
speaking of
Kevin
which-
Costner one, right?
Yeah.
Speaking of which,
speaking of which, a
Movie.
terrible film
Yeah.
getting more money.
Number.
I'm sorry, I
Hey,
still
wait,
want
It
to
crossed
see it.
$500 million worldwide.
60. Number 6 is
I'm
50
not.
Shades of Grey.
I'm not.
It made $5.5 million, $156 million so far, a $40 million budget. You're bitching about this, and it's your movie and film bar.
I know. But you know what?
Because you knew it was
I
going to
have
make money.
standards.
You
I have
I mean, it's
standards.
like-
You're conflicted.
I'm sorry, I still want to get wasted and watch it.
We are
and
supposed to
just-
do that. That was my agreement. Catherine and I are supposed to go and do shots during the movie and watch it. I will do that. That will be entertaining.
You take a
And just
shot every.
retract
You're
it.
going to take a shot every time she says down there.
Or
Yeah.
every time she says, "Holy cow."
Yeah.
Or every time it's.
It's not
I will admit though,
There's
I
three
thought-
scenes, two of which are happy, one of which isn't.
Did you say it?
Yes, opening night.
By himself.
Just out of curiosity.
By
Oh, you
himself.
didn't go with KJ?
No, I went by myself.
Because I know she likes leather, so I'm just wondering how that.
Yeah, it's true. She likes, yeah, oh, well,
Wait, what?
Hey, where is she, by the way? She should be in the chat room. You need to check her.
Her heart broke down.
Yeah, well, that's right.
Ah.
I saw on Facebook. It's too bad.
And she's a dom.
Why did I just get? Why did I just get a missile?
I bet she likes to do the whole horse tail thing where you put the butt plug in there.
That's right.
Oh!
You did that.
Well, he is a brony, so I mean.
Listen,
it makes
you-
sense, so.
I'm just saying, no, she ain't for that.
My little brony, my little brony.
Okay.
She's looked into that.
Speaking
Listen,
of
you did
children's
it.
movies,
You
I
said
did
you looked into it?
I did it. There's a child's movie next.
Yeah, there is a child's movie next.
Oh,
Let me
okay.
clean my palate. All right, number 5 is the SpongeBob butt plug. No wait.
Well, he has all the holes in him.
It's true. You could really stick it in a lot of places, I guess, if you wanted to. It made $6.6 million over the weekend. $148 million so far on a $74 million budget.
You go, SpongeBob.
There you go.
Number 4 is
Who has that in
Kingsman.
film ball?
Dwayne.
Yeah, it's a good one to have.
Kingsman, the Secret Service, made another $8.3 million. $98 million that one's made so far on an $81 million budget. That's good. It's actually fun. I like it.
I've heard good things about
I
it.
enjoy
I haven't
it.
seen a movie in forever, so it's at least
Yeah,
in
it's
theater. So
You're I've seen like 18 this year. Come on.
Yeah, but he can't say shit
I
because
watched-
he's paying for the monthly pass thing.
Yeah.
So he goes and sees everything.
My goal is 100
Yeah.
movies this year,
Wait
and I'm
till-
having difficulty finding good movies.
wait until you have a
Sucks.
1-year-old try going to the theater. That's-
He is a 1-year-old.
Oh,
I don't think I
that's
have
true.
one.
I'll give you a hint. It's called Benadryl.
Oh.
Yeah.
I'm not drugging my kid.
Yet. Yeah.
I would rather, if I had a kid, just wait for Netflix instead of being that guy in the movie theater.
Oh yeah, that's exactly.
As his kid.
I am not going to be that guy. I refuse to be that guy.
I'm
Yeah.
not going to do that. At least,
Unless we eventually get an Alamo Drafthouse here, because that's the amazing thing at Alamo Drafthouse.
Are they expanding?
Well, they are expanding, so I'm
Really?
hoping. When I went to the one in,
To the one in Houston or the?
I went to the one in, where the shit, I can't think of the city now.
Oh,
San Antonio?
San Antonio.
Yeah.
Yeah. I went to that one.
I know there's
They have a
San Antonio and
daycare.
Houston, but- Oh really?
You can
Nice.
pay by the hour. You can drop
Nice.
money and pay for 2 hours of daycare and watch a movie.
Were they showing Boyhood and going to sleep?
Nah, I'll do it. All right. So
Like I said, I've had a lot to talk about for you.
number 3 is the second best exotic marigold hotel.
old people
My
need to see
parents
movies.
saw it.
Why would you go to the second best one when there's
Exactly,
the
we
first
go
best one?
best one.
I don't understand that at all.
Because it's a sequel and you want to go see it.
Because old people
first
need
one was
money, and old
awesome.
people want to see old people.
Did you say the first one was awesome?
I liked the first one.
You saw it?
Yeah,
Wow.
it was good. And then this one has Richard Gere in it.
So
Yeah, was Gerbil with it.
It's a good question. Inquiring minds want to know. Wait,
I don't know how I feel about that.
I just heard crickets all of a sudden. All right, so
Is that too dated of a reference?
so number 2 is Focus.
Looks like it lost it.
It made $10 million. Oh, boom, boom, boom. $34 million budget on that one. Or no, it's made $34 million so far. It's a 50.1.
This movie,
I kind
They
of
haven't
like
advertised
I
it.
said, I kind of want to see it.
I
I've
see it
seen
too.
so many advertisements. for
Yeah, I
it.
know they advertised.
They were advertised, but they didn't.
They didn't really tell you what it was.
Do you know?
Yeah,
do
really,
you know
yeah,
they
that's
actually did a
awesome.
run of it in IMAX?
Yep.
Isn't that ridiculous?
is there any part of that trailer that says,
Ooh,
I need to
I'd
see
like
that
to
on
see
an
that.
8
I know. That's
Because
Those
it's-
dialogue scenes will just get
I
really
know.
fleshed out
Yeah,
if I
it-
hear it
It
in
looks like
7
Of
one.
course,
a
you know.
rom-com.
I'm sure Margot Robbie looks incredible.
They're relying too much on Will Smith's name.
Which
Well,
is not good- doing a whole lot these
Yeah,
days.
after that sci-fi thing he did with Shyamalan last year.
Yeah,
it's
after
kinda-
Earth.
That was
Yeah.
a great decision. wasn't it?
No, it was really
Trying to buy a franchise for his kid.
It's true. All right, so and number 1 over the weekend was Chappie. It made $13.3 million on a $49 million budget, which is cheap for a sci-fi.
Oh yeah,
movie.
especially
That's
with
pretty
one
sad
with this
that
amount
it's
of
only
effects.
13 million with the top of the
All right, so opening this weekend is Cinderella, 88%.
My daughter wants to see that. So.
It's actually,
So-
I think it's gonna be really good.
So you saw Chappie?
I did see Chappie.
Yeah.
yesterday.
And?
It's a. Is it as good as District 9? No. Is it as bad as Elysium? No.
I didn't hate Elysium. the
Yeah,
way you
Elysium
did.
isn't bad. Chappie's not bad either. Elysium had its message just so shoved in your face
Mhm.
to where you.
Rich people are terrible.
Rich people are terrible. Universal healthcare.
Yeah.
But this film doesn't really
Thanks,
have
Obama.
that much of a message, and nor is it shoved in your face.
Mhm.
I hated every single male character in this film except for one.
Mhm.
Except for one guy, I hated almost everyone. Like, and I'm not talking like,
Prejudice.
oh wow, I just don't like them. No, I wanted to see their heads explode,
Mhm.
which never happens.
See,
This
my
is the
problem with
least
Chappie,
violent. No,
outside of even seeing the movie, is I've seen Short Circuit and Iron Giant. I don't really
Exactly.
need to see this.
okay,
Exactly.
yeah, you don't really have to.
Exactly.
The visual effects
Mhm.
for Chappie
Mhm.
have me guessing how they did it. Is it a guy in a green suit? Is it because it looks photoreal?
Well, that's pretty
Well,
spectacular.
here's the
for
thing.
a cheaply made movie.
Here's the thing: is that besides like pigeonholing himself as being Wolverine, I guess Hugh Jackman wants to be the guy in the movie with the giant robots. that
No, no, no.
fight.
Yeah,
with
You
the
know, it's
phone.
like- I
It's
know,
the other
it's-
one with the remote control.
Yeah, it was Real Steel.
Which
By the way,
I kind of like that movie.
That is the extent of his character.
Yeah.
That he is the bad guy that wants to get his RoboCop. What's it? Ed 209.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Which is a direct rip-off of that.
It looks like it in the commercials. Yeah.
And guess what? At the very end,
You can
spoilers.
spoil it.
No. The trailers.
necessary.
Have you seen the trailer?
Yes.
Okay,
but I don't
guess
pay
what
the
they
money
show
for
it. Guess what? It finally gets in action, which doesn't happen until like the last 20 minutes of the movie. It's the worst piece of CG in the film,
Yeah.
ironically. But it's a film that
I like him. I like Neil Blomkamp as a director. I just don't
I
think
want to
he's-
see him take on and adapt someone's. Like, I want someone else to write the script and then him make it.
Yeah.
Which makes me really nervous for Alien 5.
Yeah.
Because he's writing that too.
Yeah, but he also said that they're gonna completely get rid of 3 and 4.
No,
Yeah.
Basically.
he retracted and said, no, this isn't writing this off.
No.
Which
At
makes
first,
me go, damn it.
at first it did.
And you know what's funny is Resurrection is not a great movie.
It's not a great
but
movie,
the
but it's
Whedon
not.
parts that are in there still that are
Right.
left or just make it so
It's
much
got.
fun.
It's a bad movie that has some really cool scenes.
Yeah.
Is Sigourney Weaver going to be in?
You have to.
yeah.
You have to have
yeah.
Sigourney Weaver in it. So.
And she's aging all right.
Yeah, she is.
Oh,
She was good
great.
cast.
Yeah.
And just to finish up with Chappie, would I say it's a bad film? No. It's a 6.5 to a 7 out of 10.
Okay,
It's
well,
fine.
Then I'll watch
But
it.
here's the thing.
Yeah, it's
There's
wait for HBO.
Do not watch these trailers and think it's a movie about this. Those trailers are lying to you. This movie is a bait and switch.
I kind of like the bait and switch if what I get switched for is really
No,
good.
it's the bait and switch of what you thought was going to be good is now
not.
this. And it's kind of like, well, I didn't sign up
It's
for
Dude,
this.
Where's My Car?
No, it's kind of.
Did you
think it's going to be?
Of course, you probably don't because you're so freaking young.
I remember
But when
seeing
Dude, Where's My Car came out many years, 15 years ago, whatever it
I
was.
still never
It was
seen
one. It was horrible
Yeah.
because it's one of those things where it's like, oh look, it's two guys go out and they get wasted the night before and they can't remember, and it's like a stoner comedy, and then the aliens come into it, and like that was the part they left completely out of it.
Well, that's
And it's
kinda
like,
cool. I didn't even know there were aliens in this
Yeah.
movie.
And then
I
it just
thought I
goes.
watched this movie. I don't remember aliens.
Yeah, that was the whole deal. Is that like aliens?
You probably watched it drunk.
No, I didn't.
No, I
I
mean,
wish
Kat-
I had.
I didn't because I wasn't allowed to drink back then.
It's unwatchable. let's put it that way.
If it's
So,
15 years old, I remember I saw it when it first came out. That means that I was 15, 16.
and you weren't drinking by then?
No.
Yeah, what's up with that?
But the thing is, you think the film Chappie is about Dev Patel versus Wolverine in their moral battles against technology and what it should or could be, right?
Yeah.
That's what you think it is? Great, that's the first 10 minutes.
Hmm.
The rest of the film.
Well, good. Then it's not.
The rest of the film-
Then it's not short circuit.
No,
Don't
the
say
I was
the
gonna
rest
say,
of
I
the
thought-
film is you're gonna spoil it.
I
The
thought
rest
it was
of the
Johnny.
film-
I thought it was Johnny Five that comes in, and he goes off and kills a bunch of people.
No,
There you go.
You
know,
see
so-
those gangster people in the film? Guess what? They're the main characters,
Okay.
And
basically. And you're supposed to like them.
See,
and
I'm
they're
glad.
incredibly
see,
unlikable.
I'm really glad that I don't have that much of a desire to see this movie because we have an issue with Zach understanding what's a spoiler and what's
what's
not.
The first
Catherine-
20 minutes
I think-
does
I
not
think,
constitute as a spoiler to
I
a
think
2-hour
Catherine
film.
still hates Zach a little bit for Lego.
Yeah. Fact.
Yeah.
Fact.
You know what?
The first 20
Let's not
minutes
worry
of
about
the
these.
synopsis
so you're
is
saying
not
everything
this
isn't
story.
awesome?
Let's not worry about these movies. Let's worry about Marvel movies.
All right. Yeah, let's do
You
that.
just like
Just
trying to
been
transition.
segueing.
You were just like segueing into
Blam!
everything.
You got
Yeah,
segue again.
You got things to do.
I got food waiting for me.
So anyways,
You got places to go
AMC
do.
theaters and Regal Entertainment are putting your dedication to the test of how hard you can geek.
Oh, I can geek hard.
I guess so.
Yeah.
The Ultimate Marvel Movie Marathon. On April 29th, select theaters will screen all 11 Marvel Cinematic Universe movies back to back, starting with Iron Man and ending, with Avengers Age of Ultron. It's nearly 30 hours of superhero shenanigans. So it's no secret that cinemas have suffered financially in the wake of Netflix and video on demand. No joke.
No joke.
This is the marathon screening is a fun challenge for any superhero buff, and you know what? I would kind of like to do this.
I would do it.
I really would.
I would kind
This
of like
is,
to do
you
it as
know,
well.
I
can
am
get a
sure
cat
I
nap
can't get
during
a hall
Hulk.
pass for this one, but I would love because my wife would be like, "You're not going if I'm not going." So,
Kids,
but yeah,
I'll
I know.
hire a babysitter for 2 days.
Exactly.
Dump off the grandparents. It says tickets go on sale soon. You can grab yours at the official AMC Regal. Blah blah blah. Here is AMC's full schedule of the events. 6 p.m. Iron Man begins. 8:25 p.m. The Incredible Hulk. 10:35 p.m. Iron Man 2. 1 a.m. Thor. 3:10 a.m. Captain America: The First Avenger. 5:30 a.m.
The Avengers.
The Avengers. 8:48 a.m. Iron Man 3. I don't know that I can stay up all night for Iron Man
Well,
3.
you could catch a
Whatever movie you didn't want to really watch, you could fall asleep.
Yeah, like
yeah.
I would grab a cat nap during
Dude, just
Iron
go
Man
to breakfast.
3.
Just skip
Yeah.
it. Just go to breakfast.
11:15 a.m. Thor: The Dark World. I know some people would just skip Iron Man 3 and Thor: The Dark World, but I kind of dug both of them. I mean,
I like them.
I know
just,
they may not be the best, but they're still good.
Let's be honest, the only one you really have to be awake for is the last one.
Yeah, really. 1:45 p.m. Captain America: The Winter Soldier, which is so freaking.
It's amazing.
I know. What here to talk about it? Or the next one, 4:20 p.m. Guardians of the Galaxy, good stoner movie there. And 7 p.m. Avengers: Age of Ultron in real D 3D.
You know what I would do
See-
if I went to this?
Huh?
I would start off at 6 p.m. Iron Man. Go home, get a good night's sleep. Whatever I need the rest of the day. Then at 4:20 go see Guardians of the Galaxy and then Avengers 2.
So basically, you do the first
yeah.
movie, skip everything
Then
down to the last.
why
two.
would you pay?
I know that's.
And then not even sit there.
No,
You're there for the.
he-
You're
he-
the,
sneak in.
but no, you're there for the experience. I mean,
He's
Yeah, but I don't want to
being,
spend 2 days of my life watching mediocre films.
I will slap you right out of your
mediocre
chair.
films.
Yes.
He's trying to base.
I know.
Yeah.
He's trolling over here.
Yeah.
He's completely trolling over
I
here.
don't want
but-
to see
but Zach-
6.5 out of 10 films for
But
like
Zach,
30 hours.
if you skip those, you'll skip the new format. They just put those out 65 millimeter.
Oh, they filmed these on 65 mm instead
No,
of digital.
they-
digital.
they-
But you know
makes
what's
it look
cool?
extremely TV looking.
To do this,
Yeah.
to do it.
Yeah.
Did they shoot it in 4K and then compress to 2?
That would be cool.
I'm gonna slap you. Right
You know that would be cool.
How about we just film in 4K since we're coming out with 4K TVs and
Yeah, no,
everything?
Someone's
No, I'm serious. This is a
listening to
serious
that.
issue.
Instead of listening to Nathan.
This is a serious issue, though.
No, it's
Nathan
not.
had a
All these
really good
films are
point.
being mastered 2K and the 4K TVs.
Would you shut up?
Nathan
See, we-
had a good
So this is
point.
my idea. You should have just make this is an event you could go and have a CultureSmash kind of expose or special.
Well,
What I would say
know-
before Avengers, didn't
No.
you guys get together and
No.
watch all the other movies?
No, you won't. You participate. We did. We were lucky that my sister has a theater room, and she let us have that room with a big.
And you're saying that they won't let us come in there for 2 days?
They probably would. I'll bring the briefcase. See, I had to
There we
take
go.
the cat away from Zach because
You can't say
he gets distracted. Yeah, he gets distracted by the pussy.
Well, maybe he
And
needs
not
to be distracted.
The right one. Well, you might
Oh,
be
yeah.
right.
I was kind of done with what I had to say about us, unless you wanted me to further.
No, we're done with you.
All right, let's do
So
it.
what I want to know now, though, is they didn't announce the theaters. I don't know if we're going to get
It's
to see.
AMC. But they've announced. I've looked this up before when it was first announced.
Didn't
only
it
like
say
5
AMC Regal?
No,
It said, yeah, AMC and Regal.
Yeah.
there was only like 5
Four
theaters
yeah.
when this first.
Yeah, I know. That was only 5.
It's
Yeah.
gonna be
Yeah.
like New York
And there was one
City,
in
Orlando.
Chattanooga, is that what it was? We had one near
Atlanta.
here, or Atlanta. Atlanta, that's what it was. There was one in
Yeah.
Atlanta that did it. So
No. She was trying.
Yeah. All right. So who has this? The next story, Catherine.
So brace yourself for some intense 80s nostalgia, folks. Here's the first photo, which,
Yeah.
did you have it to like show?
I can pull it up
I
real
will.
quick.
Well, I know, but Steven has to do it on the, so
Yeah.
that way everybody can see it. But anyway,
I'll pull that.
for Gem and Holograms movie based on the Hasbro Marvel Sunbow Cult animated series. The official description for John Chu, who did G.I. Joe Retaliation, and writer Ryan Landell's Collision Earth, big screen adaptation. Here's the official description. As a small-town girl catapults from underground video sensation to global superstar, she and her 3 sisters begin a 1 in a million journey of discovering that some talents are too special to keep hidden. In Universal Pictures' Gem and the Holograms, 4 aspiring musicians will take the world by storm when they see that the key to creating your own destiny lies in finding your own voice. This will also star Molly Ringwald, Juliette Lewis, Haley Kiyoko, and Ryan Guzman. And it will rock audiences on October 23rd.
All right.
So if
Here's the
you're watching the
thing.
video right now, the image is up.
Here's the
See
thing.
it.
Okay.
I'm excited about the keytar, and that's the only thing that I'm excited for. And even then, the keytar, I'm a little, okay, I know this is going to sound really awful of me,
Never.
but I'm a little scared for the keytar to become popular, because then people will be like, you just have a keytar because of Gem and the Holograms, and I'll
got
say,
you.
bitches and hoes, listen.
It looks like Darren.
I know, they did pretty much steal my shtick. Well, and when I say they stole my shtick, I mean I stole it from a cartoon.
They
and
stole
then
it?
They stole it,
What's
yes.
stealing?
Stealing.
Here's the thing.
repurposed it.
I did repurpose it, and now they're making it live action. I'm not excited for this.
Here's
So
the
Catherine
thing.
hates it for personal reasons. I don't know.
No, it's not hating it. I'm not excited. I don't think it's going to be great. And the cast is too young.
Here's
Sorry,
the
go.
thing. Anyone who listens to the show, anyone who listens to the show for a long time knows
Here we go.
my affection
Is
for
love.
holograms.
Yeah.
The thing when I first saw this a year ago, and they actually had like the cast photo of the 4 girls, you know, going to play Jim and holograms. I was like, all right. I knew 2 of the girls from other stuff because like the girl was at Aubrey Peoples is on Nashville, and she's good on there. But the thing is it like she is like a brunette, so I was like, okay, she's going to play Jim.
Well, can they just dye her hair,
You
right?
can change.
No, that is obviously a wig that she's wearing. Okay.
See, why would they do that?
And then the other girl that plays her,
Save money.
that plays Kimber, what's her name? I've got it up here. Stephanie Scott. She's the one that shows my daughter likes to watch on Disney.
Yeah.
And so like I knew who she was. I'm like, all right, you know, whatever. When that first picture came out last week, and then the actual description of what this is going to be, and like they're getting ready to fuck this up.
Yeah, it's not even like the
This
original
is-
thing at all.
This is gonna 100% just be
And
shit.
it's not got that whole entire sci-fi element
Right.
to it.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Synergy.
where,
I know.
um,
That's one thing with Synergy is that she has this thing and she becomes Jim.
First off,
Exactly.
that doesn't look 80s. It looks like.
Oh, it looks like somebody trying to be 80s. Is what it looks
Yeah.
like. You know, and it's just
Because the hair
it
not
looks
even right.
terrible. It
What
looks,
they should have done
the
is-
hair is and that's the whole thing. You got to have that big Jim hair.
Yeah.
You know, to go with that makeup. That's why that looks dumb. That is the first thing I looked at. I looked at her hair and the way that wig that they had on there does not fit with that makeup on her face at all. And it just I don't.
See,
And if they were going to modernize
I
it,
know
then
I'm
you
gay,
should go
all right?
full
You
Gaga.
I didn't say it. I
They
didn't
should go.
say it.
And if they were going to modernize this, it should be full Gaga, and they should have kept
Yes,
Synergy
yes.
in there.
Yes.
And I totally understand the whole like.
Plus, they're also
sensation thing.
that, and that's the whole thing is that like the whole backstory with like with Jericho being like she actually they owned a record like she
Yeah.
her father owned a record company which she inherited, and that's how this whole thing came about. Plus, she's helping one of the kids. I know. So it's like they're completely taking all the story, the original story out of it.
Exactly.
Just saying, oh, we'll throw a name,
See-
Jim and the Holograms up there, and we'll let it
And
go.
it's a sort
I
of.
think
I'll be
that
honest
you
with
guys
I'll
are.
be honest with you. They did take away the story, but what today's generation even knows?
Exactly.
But,
I don't know. I think
but that just like.
Exactly, and
It's
that's
the
the
whole
whole
entire thing of
innocent.
like nostalgia, and they're gonna make people really, really angry. It's not like
They're gonna make a band.
Exactly, and that's the whole thing. Is it's like rather than going for people who are in their 30s and 40s who know this stuff,
Yeah.
they're trying to get the teens, the tweens, and all that kind of.
But
And
the
it's like, and they don't
teens
know
would
it.
have gotten
Now,
it if they
I
would've,
will,
like-
I will get it because like my little girl is 10 years old. She knows about Jim and the Holograms. Not for me. She knows about it because it comes on the hub,
Mhm.
and she's watched
the
all.
hub is no longer.
Or it used to be the hub, you know, whatever. It's like,
whatever.
but yeah, but she used.
You've
she
always
used to-
got to be Mr.
I know.
Correct.
Anyway, but she watched it on there. So she knew. The one thing, because I've got the IMDb page up here, and the one thing I did notice is that Samantha Newark is in this, and she's the one who was the actual voice of Jim in the cartoon.
Oh, it's cool.
So at least she's got some
See,
kind of.
I think you guys are being too hard.
I was about to say it's like
There are very few things that I
Well,
would really
until
go to
the
that
trailer
for. This
gets
one is-
released, you really.
I know, but
Yeah,
that
it's-
picture,
Alright.
that picture is just. Oh,
Nathan,
it's
This just
terrible.
honestly, I'm not excited. I wasn't excited necessarily. I was excited.
You know what that
when I
picture
first
reminds
heard,
me of?
but-
It reminds me of that stupid goddamn Lindsay Lohan album cover that she put out. It was supposed to be all 80s with like,
I
like.
loved that.
But you, oh no,
Oh my
no,
god!
No.
That Lindsay Lohan cover.
that cover
Oh.
is terrible.
gay man cat fight.
That cover is terrible. So it's like, anyway,
Yeah, I was gonna try to like be the instigator and say how much I liked it, but I just can't do it.
I know.
I really wanted to.
We talked about
What-
this. We
yeah.
talked about this.
What they should do is just remake Satisfaction and Justine Bateman.
Again,
can get
yeah, that's
yeah. She
they
can
need
get,
the original cast, her and Julia Roberts.
Yeah.
And,
they can do all
There's
the little
a couple other-
cameos.
Yeah.
So right now, because of the picture, the house is not coming down, is it?
No.
Oh,
Okay.
speaking of houses.
So, let's talk about House of Cards.
That was a
He was
stretch.
just like
It was a stretch.
swagwaying everything.
So
Swagway?
Swagwaying.
Swagway.
That's right.
Swagway. It's a special thing that
It
they do.
is.
So I know Catherine watched House of Cards. I watched
Yep.
it. Did you?
I haven't yet. I haven't had a chance to.
All right.
It was just okay.
I kind of felt that way about season 2.
What?
Yeah.
Season 2 was amazing. Season
I
2
saw-
was everything.
You know, the
in
thing is, I watched season 1 and I really enjoyed it because I didn't know anything about it. And then I watched, and it was one of those things that I had heard other people talk about, but I really didn't know. Yeah, that cover right there. That was exactly what you're. You know what I'm talking about.
Hold on.
He's
Which
pulled up this one.
Okay.
This one right
Yeah, I
there.
don't
It looks
know.
like
I
that
can't-
stupid goddamn cover.
Hold up.
I was
So-
gonna say, I don't know which we're talking. I'm looking at all of them.
Any of them, okay? So I really enjoyed the first season. I was really excited for the second. I thought the second one got off to a rough start. It redeemed itself by the end.
What? That was an awesome
Although
start.
that was
I
the best beginning.
although
I
I
agree.
loved. I'm not talking about the first episode. I'm talking about like the first half of the season, basically. That first episode was really good. Especially the whole fact, I loved seeing what's her name get killed by Kate Mara because she
Super
annoys
annoying.
the fuck out of me.
Yeah.
And I hate that she's playing Sue Storm and
I hate it
you
too.
know.
Super annoying.
And she's annoyed me in like several things.
Yeah,
you
me
know, American Horror Story, and you know, and then that, and a couple. I was just like, fuck her. And so I love seeing that, and I love the whole him not talking to the audience till the very end. You know, and that kind of stuff.
Did you think I forgot about
Yeah,
it?
exactly. Great.
Yeah.
I haven't got a chance to watch 3, but the problem I had with 2 is that I kind of saw where everything was going. It's like, that's where, okay, yeah. Whereas in
Yeah,
the first season, I had no clue.
This
I was
is
like,
a
where
show-
is this going to wind up? At the end of the first season, he winds up as vice president. I did not see that coming. By the end of the second season, I was like, I know exactly what
But this is-
I guess I'll see that coming now.
Well, yeah. You have
shut up.
That's
Shut up.
really
No, I
funny.
know that. How's it feel? How's it feel?
That's okay. He winds up as president at the end of the second season. How about that? Huh? You like that?
Yeah. I guess I'll just not watch it now. Pull Steven on Game of Thrones. So.
Yeah. Okay. So I disagree with you. I thought season 2, like Catherine, I thought
Yeah,
it was
season 2 was
season.
everything I wanted and more.
But with that being said, I didn't think that this season was just okay. I thought this season was pretty great until the finale. The finale of season 1 and finale of season 2 were awesome cliffhangers. I was like, I gotta see what happens now. But this one just it fizzled.
Meh.
Yeah. I mean, the thing that happens, you know, I get it because what happens at the end of that season is kind of like, you know, that he's gonna have this rise to the top,
Right.
and then
There's
you're
gonna
gonna
be a fall.
watch him come
I know,
down.
it's the whole-
And you know
it's in the name.
what
House of
happens
Cards. I mean, that's
at the end of this season is the beginning of that. But still, it
I
didn't.
thought that was the end of the second season. Was the beginning
Didn't-
of that.
didn't excite me.
I'll say
Didn't
this:
excite
I
me.
enjoyed the second season of House of Cards a lot more than I enjoyed the second season of Orange Is the New Black.
I can agree with that.
That's
I like Orange is the New
No.
Black. I like it, but I thought this.
The
you wanna
best
talk
thing
about-
Orange Is the New Black had going for it is it got away from Piper in the second season and started talking about the people I really cared about. So,
but it had talk about a cliffhanger. The end of the only thing they have in look at it. He's pouting.
he's all like,
I'm terrifying. Actually, it's just 2 completely different genre.
Yeah, the only thing they have in common is they're both on
Can't really
Netflix.
compare.
Which that's the next thing we have from Netflix is Orange is the New Black. That'll be
Yeah.
coming next month. I think.
Unless you want a
June.
little teeny tiny
Is it?
break and you want to watch a really cute
No.
little.
the
No,
next
no.
thing we have on Netflix is Daredevil. I don't know what you're talking
Well,
about.
actually,
I
no.
was gonna
no,
say
wait.
there's a sitcom
Yeah.
out on Netflix
Oh,
right
yeah,
now.
yeah.
Finished it, and it is awesome.
Yeah.
It is,
But you know
but
what?
it's not awesome. It has not hit its stride yet.
That's that Tina
but
Fey
it's,
thing,
it's
right?
Tina, and
Yeah.
it's very
Which was
30 Rock.
originally picked up. NBC had the rights to it.
I
and
wouldn't
then-
be surprised.
No, they did. Because Tina Fey had to deal with this, and so they developed it. They actually started shooting. They shot several episodes, and then NBC decided, we don't want to do this, so we'll shop it to some other networks. Well, no one else picked it up, and then Netflix came along and said, yeah, we'll take it.
Netflix does
So
that.
yeah, and
It was very, very smart because it is such a funny show.
What?
It's very, very 30 Rock.
Which is a good thing.
Which is a good thing because it's very topical, like quick humor, and it's kind of built like a musical comedy,
Well,
and it's so cute.
And that's the good
and so
thing about the Netflix shows is it's better for the actors. They can shoot everything and get it done.
and then be done.
Well, and
so Zach's watching video game trailers over here or something.
What?
So.
so yeah, you need to stop using my band.
I don't watch House of Cards, so I was
So-
just gonna go back away for a moment.
You know, we started off talking about this House of Cards thing, but there actually is a different story.
There is, Zach.
But the one thing I was gonna get to though
I don't watch
is
sports. I don't watch anything on Netflix.
Well, you should.
Because the thing you can kind of tell with this Netflix stuff is, like you said, they shot that show already, so Netflix doesn't have a financial
Right, they just
investment in
picked
the
it
shooting
up.
of
It's
it.
again.
Because I knew nothing about the show. They have not promoted it at all. I didn't know about it till you shot me that email and said you were going to review it.
Well, somebody, I saw something on, like, it was some sort of blurb, somebody saying, like, oh, this is coming out, and it's Ellie Kemper. Yeah. Kepler? Okay.
Yeah.
Either way, the cute little gendered girl that everybody loves from Bridesmaids,
Mhm.
and Tina Fey, and then Jane Krakowski was in it as well. Pretty much
Oh,
like
she
playing
annoys
the
me.
Same character.
I'm sorry, I love her. I love her. I
Isn't
love
that the
her.
mom
She's
from
the-
Malcolm in the Middle?
No.
No, she's from 30
Jane,
Rock.
Jane
She's-
something.
yeah, it's not Krakowski.
No,
Oh,
no,
no, okay, Jane, that's the blonde
She's-
girl
yeah,
that's in the
she's Jenna.
the Prop 50
Yes.
commercial. Oh, no,
She's
she's
been
fine.
playing the same character since Ally McBeal, so.
Yeah,
which
she's
is
fine.
fabulous, and she doesn't care, and all she does is she's like, oh, I'm going to do a Broadway play for now. Now I'm going to play this character again on television. It's going to be wonderful.
And then, so there's that, and then
Exactly.
I was watching watching House of Cards, and I watched the last episode, and I thought, well, this is not how this season's going to end. And I hit next, because they've got it set up now with that new version
Right.
where you just play, and
Right,
keep
I like
playing it.
that. I like
Well,
that
I
a
hit
lot.
play, and it started some historical thing, some other show that they have, like a period piece thing. I was like,
Marco Polo.
Is it? I haven't watched that.
My
Heard good things
sister
about
watched Marco Polo, and she liked it. It wasn't her favorite thing in the world, but she liked it.
I didn't know anything about that
it.
either.
How long can you watch somebody play Marco Polo? I mean, really?
Yeah, it gets a
Well,
little
it's
bit old
really
after a while.
beautifully
Yeah,
shot,
true. Good
and
point.
I mean, how many times before you really kill somebody, before you hear somebody yell Marco, and then well, this is your Polo? And
Yeah, it gets a little bit old. You can't do that for an entire 13
No,
episodes.
you can't.
Yeah.
So-
You can barely get through 2 or 3 episodes of that.
So anyway,
I think
HBO's
it's
in
a joke,
talks
but
with
it's not
Apple to
funny.
make Apple TV. It's
Yeah, what's happening with that?
Oh yeah, so HBO is in talks with Apple to make Apple TV a launch partner for its highly anticipated streaming device.
Which actually we know that it's not.
No, it's going to be for 3 months.
yeah, I was about to say this article.
Well, just
Yeah, I'll put the new one in there today.
well, it was too late.
I know.
Yeah, so just go with it, and we'll update it with discussion.
So basically, HBO is teaming together with Apple to start up their
They're calling it HBO,
HBO
now.
Now.
Yeah.
Why is it HBO Now instead of an offshoot of HBO?
I
Go?
think probably
They're
the reason
trying
they
to
did
do
that is because HBO Go is so closely associated with the actual television channel
Yeah.
that they go and they go, okay, fine, it's HBO Now.
All right, so
it's just a, just
somebody
as
tell
a,
me what this is, because I haven't read anything about it. So I saw this
basically,
it's basically HBO Go.
yeah.
I mean, really, it's
Yeah.
and that's what in the second article that came out, they said basically it is HBO Go as we know it right now, as we know it.
Yeah.
But it's just going to be available to stream without having HBO.
But there
cable.
is, I did see a headline that there is still a time delay or something. You don't get stuff immediately.
It's like
What?
it's only like a.
I saw that it's not in that article, but I
I
saw.
was about to say I haven't heard about that.
Yeah,
Yeah, no,
it's
there
not
is a
immediate.
slight time delay.
Like if
But-
Game of Thrones comes on Sunday night, you won't see it till Monday night.
Well, but see, that's the way.
Irish Day for me.
But no, but see, here's the thing. That's the way HBO Go was at first, and then they started that where if Game of Thrones is coming on at 8 o'clock Eastern time, you can watch it on HBO Go at 8 o'clock Eastern time.
Oh. Wow.
Yeah, now they started that last year because of what was happening is that people who were on the West Coast were getting spoilers
Mhm.
because of people on the East Coast.
Because
were,
Game of Thrones
Yeah.
fans are the worst fans.
exactly,
of
they are pretty rough.
franchise.
Yeah.
And so then they were like, fine, we're just gonna put when it goes live on the East Coast, you'll be able to watch it on HBO Go.
Yeah.
And so
So is this
that's
thing going to be exclusive to Apple devices? Is that
for 3 months,
Yeah.
and then it's going everywhere else.
and it's how much? 15 a month?
$15 a month.
Oh, it's too much. It's too much.
I agree.
I
It is
would-
too much. But
If I didn't have, if I were cutting the cable, like literally, like get rid of all, of it, I would have no problem paying it because that's how much you pay if you got.
No,
if you
I pay $9.99 a month for it on my direct.
Was that some kind of introductory price? 'Cause
Probably.
Yeah, it must be because it's about $15 a month.
But I have it for 2 years for that because
Yeah.
it's a contract. I
But yeah, but that's when you have to sign a contract. This is
Yeah.
jump in or off, whatever.
15.
It's basically
the
paying for
problem-
HBO. That's what it is. I mean,
the
it's,
idea
you know,
of a la carte is great, and it's what I want.
right.
But if each one of these channels, and so far they are, going to hit you for $10.
Yeah, but this right here is a premium channel. This isn't something that you would just go and get on your
Everybody's
cable.
charging that though. Who's not charging that unless they're doing ads? Everybody's charging
I don't
$10. You know.
Well, I think it's ridiculous. Once again, I haven't been here a while, so I get to talk about this stuff. I like the fact that, you know, this is happening and that, you know, CBS has their own and, you know, different, so, you know, that kind of stuff.
Yeah.
I like it, except for the fact that in the future, whenever, you know, finally get rid of cable or DirecTV or whatever, you know, either cable, satellite, blah, 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 and start doing this stuff, is that I'm going to have to go and sign in to CBS to watch whatever it is they do. And then go in and sign in to Netflix and watch crap over there, and then go and sign in over somewhere else, HBO,
Yeah,
watch
they
there,
need-
go in and sign in over,
If they-
and it's ridiculous.
Well,
so,
and I think that's, you know, somebody like Apple is going to do a universal login for them.
yeah.
I was about to say,
It'll be Apple Pay.
doesn't your browser keep your passwords?
Well, I know.
But
What I'm saying,
still,
Don't you
still-
write them down in a file?
I still have
maybe
to
not
click it.
say, but what I'm talking about is going and like having to click to different places to watch different
No,
stuff.
Just put
you
it on
know?
your favorites bar.
No, I don't want to do that.
I don't even want to have to do that. I am that lazy. I just want to like have a remote and say, okay, there we go.
Exactly.
So that's, you know, what.
Okay. Oh, but speaking of this, you know, different
Or go
ways-
Xbox. What?
Xbone.
Xbone, turn on. I got so desperate to look at.
Porn.
No,
Porn. Whatever.
that's no problem. You can find that anywhere.
That's true.
But I wanted to see House of Cards so bad I couldn't find my Blu-ray player remote.
Oh.
And I still don't know where it is. And I was like, well, how the hell am I going to watch it? Because I don't want to watch it in the living room. I've got the bigger TV in the bedroom. So I got, this is how desperate I got. I ordered a Roku stick so I could have it and watch. Because I don't like watching crap on my computer. I have two big ass TVs.
Yeah, I'm the same way.
I spent money on big TVs. I want to watch them on TV.
I have a big sound system.
Doesn't matter. I have a sound bar.
Medium size.
I have a camo TV.
She does have a camo TV. That's not even a joke. Pretty hilarious.
Good for you.
Thank you.
But that's
Appreciate
it.
that.
So to make it work, we've got to have a universal login and a way to watch it on TV easily. The Roku stick works pretty great. I'm pretty happy with it so far. It's better than the old Rokus were. As good as they were, their software was kind of was slow and a little glitchy. The stick is better. All right, so we have a story in books and comics. Nathan.
That wants to do on Blu-rays.
Oh, well, actually,
fuck it.
read the story. I'll tell the Blu-ray after.
All right.
There you go.
It is upcoming
Oh,
Star
wait,
Wars.
you got it pulled up?
Yeah.
Well, then read it.
Doing Blu-ray
It
this
is,
week.
Boom!
We have
Only the bold ones, please.
Yeah. Night Museum, Secret of the Tomb on Blu-ray, The Sound of Music 50th Anniversary Ultimate Edition,
Oh my
The Legend of
goodness.
Korra Book 4 Balance, Breakfast Club 30th Anniversary Edition, Wolf Cop,
Wolf Cop. Yeah.
Best Buy exclusive.
So like samurai cops.
Catherine, can I say
Partner?
that? I hate
I
sound music.
haven't heard of Samurai Cop's part
You
yet.
can say. 'cause
I hate the sound of music.
Yeah.
I love musicals, but I hate that one.
Did something bad happen to you
No,
while you
it
were
just-
watching something?
It just does not do it for me. Give me Mary Poppins any day of the week. I'll take that Julie Andrews. Okay, I hate the sound of music.
Hmm.
Just
I'm
saying.
not
I
going
haven't
to
seen it
comment
yet.
on
I
any
can't
of these.
comment.
You haven't seen Sound of Music?
I want to view it in the theater.
Fair enough.
And
That
every
is
time-
something that should be viewed in
Every
the
time
theater.
it's come to the town, I've always been there.
Nathan's got something to say over there.
Oh, he's angry. We're both angry. You
What?
don't hate Sound of Music.
I do
There's
hate
so
Sound of
many
Music.
other musicals I would be fine with you hating. Oklahoma.
I love
or-
Oklahoma.
The fuck's
I
wrong with
love
you?
Oklahoma. Okay, I love Oklahoma. Okay.
Catherine just stormed out.
You know, the farmer and the cowman can't be friends.
See, this is what happens when I let you in.
This is what happens, Larry.
Yeah, this is what happens, Larry.
Anyway.
This is what happens. This is what happens. You gotta come back and you gotta read a story.
With the sound of
Alan's dumbass.
That didn't
You
help me
know,
like
the
it any
farmer and the
better.
cowman can't be friends. You know what's in
It didn't help me like it any better. I'm just.
You like Oklahoma better than Sound of Music.
I don't like-
I just hate the fact they wrote a song about you. You know, I'm just
Oh.
girl can't say no.
That used to be my musical theater audition song. So.
Well, if it makes you feel better, I hate both of them equally. Oklahoma and.
That actually makes me feel a little better, actually. I
Okay.
can get on your side better than I can get on yours.
None of them's better than Paint Your Wagon.
You like paint
I
your
love
wagon?
Paint Your Wagon.
The fuck is wrong with
The
you?
line
Oh.
needs to be drawn here. This far, no further. Look, you can. I haven't seen Sound of Music. I haven't seen Oklahoma. You can say you don't like those or whatever. I've seen Paint Your Wagon.
Wonderful.
It is.
Lee Marvin.
awful.
I'm pretty sure I have cancer now because.
This is the reason why
No.
paint
What are your feelings of
musicals,
Moulin Rouge? Shut your asshole.
I hate everything Baz Luhrmann. So,
I agree. His
Moulin
ending
Rouge,
style-
Australia,
Very true.
Romeo and
It
Juliet.
doesn't matter. Either
I
way,
hate all of them.
Kind of agree.
the line is drawn right there because Paint Your Wagon is the reason why.
And you know what?
most
Because
people
Moulin
hate
Rouge took good
musical
music
theater.
and made it shitty. Mm-hmm. I said it. It's true.
No, I didn't.
I'm still more
Right,
angry.
and I'm
by
sorry.
that music.
I'm
Nicole, neither
retitling-
Nicole Kidman nor Ewan McGregor
I'm
can sing.
retitling this episode the gayest
Cannot.
episode.
Speaking of gay, name
Welcome back, Adam.
Oh my God.
Welcome back. Welcome back. Damn you.
I know you miss me.
Yeah.
I don't like any of Boston stuff, mainly because of the camera stuff where you can't just hold a shot.
Moulin Rouge is okay because Nicole Kidman is okay.
No, I'm sorry. I love
I
Baz
didn't think
Luhrmann.
so.
I know he's not for everybody,
No.
but I feel like
First,
everybody has a
critique.
director inside of their mind because everybody has a different perception of reality.
Like that blue and gold dress.
Like, I just feel sick to my stomach. I feel like
You know,
I'm
they
wrong.
remind
But
me of
I feel like Baz
Call back
Luhrmann
humor.
is
Come
the
on, let's go.
director inside of my mind. Everything is overacted.
So you have a
There's
shitty
way
movie in your
too
head?
much.
Like,
You're constantly cutting.
Everything is overacted. It's very melodramatic.
Such
It looks happy on the outside, but it's very melancholy
Enough
underneath.
with
And
the-
there's
with the-
lots and lots of musical sequences.
we don't have a lot of
So,
filmmakers watching.
Nathan-
this.
Sit and cry. Sit and cry.
Wait, speaking of shitty movies, don't we have a story about Star Wars?
Okay.
I will.
I'm
disclaim
sorry, I
you.
had to because I had to hit him below the belt.
I like Star Wars.
I do
respect
too, but I wanted to hit him below the belt.
No.
It's the only way I knew how.
We can kick him in the balls later.
that.
I still owe you and you a ball kicking.
It's true.
In his upcoming Star Wars novel, Lords of the Sith, writer Paul S. Kemp is introducing the first official LGBT character to canon. According to Big Shiny Robot, Star Wars' first official LGBT character is named Moff Morgs and is described by the site as an Imperial who has made some very serious mistakes. Well, shit, if you don't use a doucher, that's a big mistake.
Oh.
But is still considered to be an incredibly capable leader and spends much of the book working hard to prevent absolute failure. Oh.
Wait, boys can't use douchers.
Yeah, we can.
Yeah.
No, it's an enema. Girls use douchers.
No.
Douching is
well,
only for
considering
vaginas.
she's a
I
lesbian.
tell you.
Oh, I didn't know
Sure.
it was a lesbian.
Yes.
Yeah.
Oh, I thought it was a dude.
Moff
Never
is
mind, keep going.
Moff is a title. It's
Time out.
not a.
Time out. Clarification, boys can use douchers too. They make them for gay men too that will flush your asshole.
It's called an enema.
No, okay. There's
Okay, this
Look it up
is
to
not
the
the.
website.
This is maybe not the show for this particular.
Hey, we have to sit and listen to having this crap all the time. You can listen to our crap. Literally.
Literally.
I was gonna say,
yeah.
literally physical.
Hey, we started off talking
I
about
was gonna
farts,
say,
so I mean, it's a.
Finishing off their description. Moff Morgs also happens to be a lesbian. Ooh.
Hubba
I bet she's a lumberjack butch dog.
You know if they ever make her, you know if they ever put her in the movie, that Jane Lynch is gonna play her. So
Totally.
I love Jane
she's just gonna be playing Sue Sylvester, you know, without the funny.
I mean, I'd rather that or Kathy Griffin.
No.
No.
No, because
No.
Jane Lynch,
No,
because
Kathy.
I think of her
Why, is it
character
supposed to be a
in
drag
Wreck-It
queen?
Ralph.
Exactly.
No, because I think of her character in Wreck-It Ralph.
Right.
More than
Same-sex
Sylvester.
relationships have yet to be explored. Maybe I'll be the girl who's the duff. Same-sex relationships have yet to be explored in the Star Wars
That wouldn't bother me
universe.
so much.
Aside from a
No,
couple
yeah,
of
because she's actually
She's lesbian, exactly.
Yeah.
subtle references in games and books, BioWare added the option for a same-sex relationship in Star Wars, The Old Republic, and in the novel Legacy of the Force, there was an ambiguous reference to a same-sex Mandalorian couple.
Oh, those Mandalorians are crazy.
They get kinky.
Yes, they do. That's why we like them.
It's the armor.
The whole S&M thing.
Yeah, so basically,
Guess what explains Starlight Pit.
Yeah, totally.
Star Wars is technically supposed to be set in the future, which I'm surprised
No,
they
it's
haven't.
long
It's
ago.
a long time.
It's actually
long ago in a galaxy
yeah,
far, far away.
Yeah. Hey, don't
That's
act
the
like
first thing
hey,
you see.
hey, Zach, you're not allowed to act like you know stuff. Stop.
That's the first thing
You're
the
not-
camera like
you-
puts on after the logo.
You don't know stuff when it comes to Star Wars. You need to be quiet.
I'm cool.
Then again,
I mean,
Ben
whatever.
Kenobi does say
I'll tell you
he's blast points.
the
are too
one
accurate
thing that I'm
for
kind of-
sand people.
It's a little on the nose to put a lesbian character into the Empire.
Yeah.
I think.
But choose your words carefully.
I was gonna say I had to really think about this. I think it would be a bolder statement if they made one of the male characters gay as opposed to a female character.
What's he gonna do? Suck on a lightsaber?
I just
Well, probably.
but I mean, it's like,
Yeah.
but it's just kind of one of those things. I mean, think about it.
Well,
Like
the
the Empire is predominantly male, and so obviously they're going to put a lesbian in that. You know, that
You
just
know-
to me it's a little on the nose.
Well,
I'm glad to see it. I mean, honestly, it's one of those things. I'm not like, oh, Star Wars should have had this a long time ago, but I'm like, it makes sense. I mean, really and truly. I mean, it's one of those things. I'm really kind of surprised they haven't had some kind of like
but you know,
trans species type,
sexual-
right? You know, but
Yeah.
all that kind of, exactly. You know, so
but
it's
sexual like stuff really hasn't been the focus.
there's
about to say,
zero
the
sex,
closest-
and I mean
the
that's
closest thing
He's
we
looking
ever
way
got.
on-
No, the closest thing we
Yeah.
ever got.
we got some
to sex
incest.
Yeah.
was a kiss and I'm pregnant. Implications of
Well,
they did it.
that
That's
and then
as
when
far as they
Jabba
went.
had her tied up and she's very sexually chained to.
Yeah, but you didn't
Yeah.
see phallic objects or anything.
And then he drug everybody to a giant asshole in the desert. So
Yeah, and trying to push them all in it. Yeah, he was trying to
I
stuff
always
it.
interpreted that as like a scary vagina.
that says so much
No,
more
it
about
really
you
does.
than
No,
anything, man.
I'm dead serious because there's.
I don't know what kind of women you're hanging around with that it looks like
I
it's
do.
all like
Wait a
that,
second.
but
Where?
that's
special editions. They have
Yeah, this
examples.
CultureSmash is the homo.
Yeah, I know. But what vaginas do you know that have tendrils?
You
maybe it was just meat
obviously
curtains.
haven't been around the internet enough.
He's watched too much.
I've seen some
hentai.
stuff.
I'll be honest.
No, not
I
hentai.
thought
I've
you were
seen
about
real
to
life
say
stuff.
you
for
obviously
Hey,
haven't been around Shakespeare.
Shut up.
Apparently not.
I've seen some stuff on the internet that'll make your skin crawl.
Well,
Well, why are you
That
looking
doesn't
for
surprise
that?
me
I have
about
no
you.
sympathy
That-
because you sit there and you look at it. So you
Yeah, that says more about you than
You
it does
gotta push
anybody
those
else.
boundaries. You can't just be
It's
like.
what you get for hanging out on 4chan.
I believe
Okay,
it was-
yeah.
I push boundaries, but not those. I don't see a reason to do that.
Don't you want to feel offended? Do you know what that feels like?
I hang out with you for that.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
I forgot what that feels like.
No, it's not so much that he offends anybody. He's just offensive to
Yeah.
everybody. There's a
Exactly.
difference.
Yeah,
I know,
that's
like,
right.
The Winter
It's
Soldier
Yeah.
was a terrible film.
I will slap you right in the
What?
next week. I will slap you so
What'd
hard.
you say?
It took you a minute.
I will slap you so
No, I didn't hear
hard.
what you said. What did you say? What was it?
Winter Soldier is a terrible film.
Winter Soldier is amazing.
I knew there were some things about doing a podcast.
I went and saw that.
You
movie.
being
Yeah.
one of them.
Yeah,
so,
that's one of
I
them.
went and
Yeah.
saw that at the $2
of
theater.
course, I also remember you
I
hated the
need to
Avengers. So I mean that's.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's true.
Zach has really questionable taste in
I
film,
know.
though, and we learned.
It's
to
just
deal
because
with
he's a troll.
That's why when he was talking about Chappie, I was like, I don't even want to listen to this.
I know.
It doesn't even
it.
matter.
Yeah, because it's probably not right.
KJ liked it.
And I found, and we really got the honest truth when he admitted to liking Twilight.
Exactly. I listened to that. last
Okay,
week.
Wait,
Gun to
I
my
watched
head.
Twilight.
If
Yeah,
gun to
well-
my head, which would you rather watch, 50 Shades of Grey or Twilight?
Twilight.
All day and all night.
I just say pull the trigger.
No,
Pull the trigger.
no.
I don't even
Twilight has a plot. It has at least a conflict. At least it has that. There's a small resemblance of it. 50 Shades of Grey has nothing. It has nothing.
I'm about to throw up.
Except for naked Dakota Johnson.
You know what? I only want my ribs on a plate.
Wait, what are you guys talking about?
Give that
Twilight.
Nathan's crying thinking about the end of the last Twilight movie when that sappy song played and they're
Oh, it's terrible.
they
I mean,
paid tribute.
So like all the actors.
Exactly, and Nathan started crying, and there's the best video in the entire world of Nathan drinking a big bigger perfect crying
That
it's so
is-
beautiful.
Ridiculous.
And then at one point he goes,
That's why they-
nah,
that's
nah,
unintentional
nah,
comedy.
cigarettes,
Yeah.
cigarettes.
That's ridiculous. And then anytime that's actually true. Anytime that you start to talk about quality in film, we just pull up. I'm George Clooney.
Because I'm George Clooney.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
We should bring it a little bit more.
Anyway, all right. So we run out of stories.
Yeah, we have. We're at the end.
So this has been fun. Nico is off preparing for the Middle Tennessee Anime Convention, which has got to be a thing. It's like a real thing, like a 15,000 attendee.
Yeah, it's grown
event
a lot over the years. So
yeah, and it's something I just can't go to anymore. Because
we're way too old for it.
We
for
are.
one thing.
Yeah, they probably shouldn't even
There's
sell people our age tickets.
There is so much illegal skin at that
Yeah,
place. It's not
totally.
even funny.
Yeah.
So.
The minute we went in with cameras, and I felt like I needed to ask Mom for
I know.
I was like, we're kind of done with this event. But
which is the only time we ever went.
yeah. So, but I mean, it's going well for them. So it's
Yeah.
And, Mike is out sick, so he's out. And Dwayne had fatherly duties.
Dwayne's doing.
Yeah.
Dwayne's doing tonight what I've been doing for the last year.
Yeah.
So it's.
So you're back with us for a couple weeks.
Yeah, I'm good for until Nico returns.
Awesome.
And maybe we can
work out something.
just finally figure out that Nico doesn't need to be here.
It's true.
So it's.
True.
I second that motion.
I mean, I'm not.
No.
Oh, and I'm not even here every week.
All right. So, where do you want to tell people to find you on the internet?
You can
Facebook.
Well, no, I'm not even on Facebook that much anymore. But you can
I
follow
saw
me.
you
places.
posting about fantasy football.
No, it's about the NCAA right.
Oh,
It's
that's
different.
what it was.
So yeah, basketball.
It's all
coming up.
sports.
Exactly, man. It's you can follow me on Twitter at Retroactive Geek.
You're using Twitter?
Yeah, I mainly what I do is I link to a lot of stories over there.
Yeah.
That's pretty good.
That,
Yeah, and then you can also follow me if you want to on my Tumblr page. It's also Retroactive Geek, whatever the Tumblr, retro, whatever. Usually what that is that's stuff that I've found that I use it kind of as a, hey, I found this at Goodwill or whatever.
Yeah.
You know, it's usually like toys or something pop culture related, you know, that type of stuff. And I usually have some kind of a write-up about it on there. So
That's cool.
but yeah, those are two places you can catch me for the most part. And of course back here next couple weeks.
Exactly.
So.
Anytime you feel like writing
It's like-
something for the old.
I was going to say, I'm talk about some stuff off camera here in a little bit.
All right.
So.
Zach, get it over with so we can be done with you.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. You can find me on CultureSmash Got a review I just submitted last night. Early this morning.
Early this morning.
Very early.
Text me at like 1 o'clock.
No, it was 2:45.
Yeah, when I'm
I've
getting
done that
up,
to you before, though.
I'm getting up at 7 a.m. I'm about to send you a review. I'm like, I'm about to send you a slap.
Yeah.
You can also find me on Instagram, Matrix91.
Yeah.
Steam, A Dangerous Lunatic. And Facebook, just if you friend me, tell me, send me a message. Just don't just friend me and just be like, well, I hope he submits. Because I've gotten, like,
Did you say I hope he submits?
or I hope he
This really says a lot, doesn't it, Captain? I'm just saying. Hope he submits. And that's recorded.
I'm done.
We have it on tape. He's done.
He's
He's
done.
done. That's
Catherine, where are you going to find
So,
you?
you can find me on Twitter, Instagram, and
I'm
YouTube
gonna slap
at Darren Music.
I'm going to slap you in the face.
it.
I'm going to slap your pee.
You can find me on Facebook and Instagram, Nate70471, and occasionally here when I'm back in town.
Nice. All right, find me on Facebook. Just look up CultureSmash. You'll find me. I'm running that. It's on Facebook, Twitter, YouTube, Google+. If you want to join us,
Google
in the
Plus.
show-
Wow, that's still a thing.
Yeah, it's still a thing. We only use it for this.
Exactly.
If you want to, if you have a Gmail account, then you have a Google Plus because
Yeah.
Google forces it on you.
do it.
You can go and add it to your circles.
If
We'll
you
add
do
you back.
anything on YouTube,
Mhm.
you have to
You have
have
a Google
one.
Plus.
That's,
Yeah, they're kind of pulling the old Apple game on there for you.
Yep.
You have to have it. I mean, it's not terrible for certain things, but I mean, if you
I know people who are only on Google Plus.
tech
That's
people
it.
especially,
Yeah,
they
that
use
is
Google Plus. But anyway, if you just look up CultureSmash, you'll find us. We've got some other things possibly in the works coming pretty soon. And then, of course, you'll find me every Friday and Saturday night here slaving over a documentary.
Slaving?
Yeah,
Slaving.
Yeah,
That's what
That
you call
says
that.
a lot
That's what
about you.
I was going to say, that's what you call having to spend time with Zach.
kind of.
Yeah, I know.
Torture, yeah.
He's gonna submit.
And I want to throw something
No,
else
that was
up
you,
there.
right?
Yes.
I want to throw something else up there.
Okay.
Culture Smash is already in the works of planning the second annual Culture Smash Nashville, and I think it would be great for the viewers if they would like to learn how to get involved or how they can contribute or good ideas to enhance Nashville's newest and best, hottest event. Go ahead and drop a line, send a message, and
Yeah, right now send it to cinegeek@gmail.com, and that'll get you in the right
Send them a message and say you
But,
want to see me on stage in a dress.
We are about to launch a new website. We've got a new venue. It's gonna be cool. It's gonna be a cool year for this event.
Because I will out gym you any day of the week.
And you know, the
Well,
first
I'm
event,
not allowed to perform.
Oh.
So
the first
there
event
we go.
that we're gonna do, you'll be interested in this, is we've decided is gonna be called Suds and Scores, and it's a board gaming night for adults. It's gonna be held in the theater.
Alcohol and
With booze for sale and tons of board games, and we've got 3 projector screens. We're going to set up video games in the whole thing. So it's going to be
old school.
probably. Yeah.
Sweet.
I know that Dwayne wants to run a Super Smash Brothers tournament in there. Not my thing, but we're going to have an N64 and some stuff.
Other say I'll bring out the
Yeah.
NES.
So it's going to be fun. It's going to be,
Sci-fi.
it's going to be cheap, like $5 or $8 for
Alright.
us, just and sort of a contribution to the event is really how it's going to be. So we'll have more details about that.
Sounds like fun. Maybe I can actually be involved this time
would be
around.
cool.
So
That'd be
because
good.
it kind of just appeared in my newsfeed one day. on Facebook. Like, what the hell is this? Sure, I'll like it. It's
So if you are listening to us, there's a lot of ways to get the show. Actually, we've been doing really well on Stitcher Radio. That is a really crazy active community. Since you weren't here when this happened, but they actually merged with another company and
I had heard that
they
they
share databases and have
Cool.
gotten a lot bigger now. But we're still on iTunes. You can find us, of course, on YouTube. All those links are on CultureSmash.tv. So go and pick your poison and be part of this sweet stuff. We'll see you next week.
Bye, everybody.
bon voyage.
Bye, everybody.
Voyage.
Hey, Catherine. Wait, Catherine. Say bye in your best Dwayne impersonation.
Bye, everybody.
Where they gonna call Brooke?
Oh, I got it. Oh, bye, boy. Gotta say bye to the boy. Oh, no, Brooke just texted me.
Okay, that's